with her jaws and tails left free to maximize the sense of danger.
This is going to be really embarrassing, but I have never seen a Mission Impossible. What is up, Corridor fans, and welcome back to another episode of Filmmakers React. Today we're going to be reacting to the top 10 most dangerous stunts ever performed in movies. So, hope you enjoy, and please stay tuned till the end so you don't miss out on any of the 10 stunts that will be shown in this video. So, let's get started. Bluetooth? Okay. Let's get straight into this video.
The stuntman has clearly lost his mind. This is not CGI or some sort of illusion. Here are the top 10 most dangerous movie stunts of all time. Number 10. Snapping crocodile walk in Live and Let Die. While searching for locations in Jamaica, the crew of the James Bond film Live and Let Die discovered a crocodile farm owned by Ross Kananga. After passing a sign warning that trespassers will be eaten, the farm and its reptilian denizens were put into the script and inspired Tom Mankiewicz to name the film's villain Dr. Kananga after him. Interestingly enough, Kananga was the one who suggested the stunt of Bond jumping on crocodiles to the film's director, but because nobody else had the courage to do the stunt with multiple live crocodiles chomping at their ankles, Kananga himself was enlisted by the producers to perform it. The scene took 5 takes to be completed, including one in which the last crocodile snapped at Kananga's heel, tearing his pants at the calf. Ross Kananga scored his name in movie lore forever when he evaded the jaws of multiple hungry crocodiles hungrily waiting in the shallow pond's bottom. A dozen animals were weighted down, anchored partially to the bottom of the pond.
Okay, if the animals are weighted down, then that makes it 10 times better, but props to that guy. And for a lot of you who don't know this, stunt people sadly don't get paid that much because a lot of them who do act in movies, the directors and people who hire them are like, well, don't you like doing what you do? Don't you like being lit on fire or jumping off of a building or running on crocodiles? So props to this guy. Never seen the movie before, but props to this guy. All right, let's continue.
To keep them still in a formation resembling stepping stones, but with their jaws and tails left free to maximize the sense of danger. Kananga misjudged the jumps 3 times, and as the crocs began to anticipate his jumps and step, had his foot actually bitten on the 4th attempt. He slipped into the water on the first 4 tries, but fortunately fell out of the crocodile's snapping jaws. On the 5th attempt, he executed the stunt flawlessly, and that's the scene you see in the finished movie.
Anyway, let's move on to the next one.
Number 9. Tom Cruise clinging to the side of a warplane in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. This extremely
Okay, this is going to be really embarrassing, but I have never seen a Mission Impossible. All right, let's continue.
daring stunt is in the first few sequences of Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. According to director Christopher McQuarrie, the idea for the stunt started as a joke, but then they made it reality. Besides the obvious danger factors of hanging directly off a plane as it takes off at full speed, it is rumored that one of Tom Cruise's biggest concerns for the scene was his ability to stay in the right place in the shot. One major concern that you might not expect was the worry that debris on the runway or errant birds could seriously harm the movie star as he clung to the side of a military Airbus. The production spent days clearing the grass on the runway of any birds, but Cruise was also concerned about something no one else was bringing up: fuel. "You have jet fuel coming right out the back at me because I'm on the wing of the engine," he said. "Even when we were taxiing, I was also inhaling the fumes and it was getting in my eyes. Talk about no pain, no gain." To help
Yo. Okay, props to Tom Cruise. He is an incredible actor and stuntman, but holy smokes. The amount of strength and also perspiration you need to actually do a stunt like that. Whew. Wow. Wow. Comment down below if you would ever do something like that. Honestly, I probably would try it, but if that's the most dangerous thing he's ever done, then maybe not. All right, number 8.
Number 8. Taking a helicopter through an underpass in Terminator 2: Judgment Day. In Judgment Day's third act, our heroes hit the Long Beach freeway in an armored car with the terrifying morphing T-1000 in hot pursuit in a helicopter. A nighttime chase ensues with the T-1000 flying mere feet above the highway, firing through his windshield. The T-800, Arnold Schwarzenegger, drives under an overpass. The helicopter will surely back off. Right? Wrong. The T-1000 flies the helicopter underneath the overpass, its blade spinning mere feet beneath the concrete, its skids nearly touching the pavement. According to James R. Childs' The Gone Machine, From Boomerangs to Blackhawks, the story of the helicopter, the film's stunt pilot put his helicopter on wheels and rolled it under the bridge to measure the clearance, which came to 5 feet above and 4 feet on each side.
5 feet and 4 feet on each side? Props to that pilot. All right, moving to most dangerous stunt number 7.
Number 7. Dark Knight's Big Rig Flip. Everybody remembers this stunning stunt after a very tense car chase. A big rig flipping on a city street is...
Dude, Dark Knight was so... Wait. Dark Knight Rises was the one with Heath Ledger in it, right?
Isn't seen in the movies every day, especially as a practical stunt that was done with little work in post-production. To get the result they were after, the Dark Knight stunt crew fit a big rig truck with a large steel piston that could blast out the back, causing it to flip vertically and land on its top. Using TNT at the base, the piston could be triggered with a small explosion, shooting the back end of the truck up over the cab. Using more reinforced steel, they lined the cab of the truck so there could actually be a driver in the vehicle, triggering the piston at speed during the live stunt.
Jackie
Chan's nearly fatal stunt in Armor of God. Jackie Chan is the godfather of actors who do their own stunts. No matter the height, speed, finesse, or pure fear factor of the stunt, Chan could be relied upon to put his body through what some stuntmen might refuse. Though he's racked up dozens of death-defying on-screen anecdotes.
Dude, this... Okay, if you guys have not seen a lot of Jackie Chan movies, which personally I've only seen Karate Kid with Will Smith's son, but anyway, he literally has done so many stunts. It is insane. The amount of bones that he's broken in his body and still keeps going. Holy smokes. Props to Jackie Chan.
His stunt in Armor of God, while one of the simpler endeavors, was the one that probably came close to killing him. In the sequence, Chan leaps off the wall of a castle and onto a tree, then swings down through the branches. Simple enough, right? Although the first take went well, Chan did not think he was fast enough when he reviewed the footage. On the second attempt, disaster struck when the tree branch Chan had launched himself onto broke. As he hit the ground, his head smacked a rock, fracturing his skull. Chan said he had tried...
See, this is what I'm saying. This guy is nuts. God bless him. Oh my word. Personally, I thought that one should have been at number 1. Because Jackie Chan has done so many stunts. I'm not saying that like Tom Cruise and all that are like bad, but Jackie Chan's a straight beast. Alright, on to number 5.
Number 5. Tom Cruise's Terminal Velocity Terror. Tom Cruise makes this list for the second time because, well, he's Tom Cruise. In this scene from Mission Impossible Fallout, Tom Cruise and Henry Cavill's character perform what is called a halo jump, meaning high altitude, low opening. The jump is most frequently used by the military to sneak into a country quickly and undetected. Unlike military operators, though, Cruise's face was not meant to be concealed during the stunt, so the prop crew had to develop a special helmet for Cruise's safety and visibility. Cruise performed 106 jumps to get the scene. This is because Tom Cruise first had to qualify at a number of different altitudes. Then, numerous jumps were done at lower altitudes as part of the rehearsal process. As everybody...
Okay, if you've not seen the cameraman for this scene, oh my word. He's literally got like this full-on helmet that wraps all the... He's got the same helmet as Tom Cruise, but his doesn't have a light inside like you just heard. But he's got a full-on camera that sits in front of him. And basically the dude jumps out backwards while Tom Cruise jumps out forward. The cameraman's literally just diving like this. But still, holy smokes. Okay, number 4.
Number 4. rooftop revving in James Bond's thriller, Skyfall. Daniel Craig may play James Bond, but he's not as skilled or indestructible as his character. That's why for Skyfall, the film crew called on 2 professional motocross riders to fill in for Craig for the heart-pumping rooftop bike chase scene through the middle of Istanbul, Turkey. The stakes were raised even higher because the riders couldn't wear helmets during the take, as not to break continuity of the film. Many scenes were done in just one take, such as jumping through a large window at Istanbul's historic Grand Bazaar. The entire stunt was filmed in and around Istanbul. Stunt coordinator Gary Powell said they practiced.
Okay, so the blue screen is, if a lot of you don't know what a blue screen is, basically there's 2 types of green screens that they used to. Well, a lot of them don't use them anymore. Well, a lot of people still use them, but like in Mandalorian, they just use basically projection for the backgrounds to create virtual backgrounds. So basically, what a blue screen does is you're able to basically key it out in either Premiere or Final Cut or wherever you're using to then insert your own background. And sometimes they use green because a lot of people usually don't wear green, but a lot of times they use blue as well. But wow, I need to see this movie, dude.
At a former Turkish military base on a motocross-style course with dirt berms created to simulate jumps in the movie. The stunt was played out over the rooftops of Istanbul's iconic Sultanahmet neighborhood. You can see landmarks such as the Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia mosques on the skyline. The danger of the stunt became clear when one stuntman lost control of...
Hang on, I'm going back real quick. Okay, right here. So I'm trying to debate whether this shot right here is a deep fake shot, and what basically a deep fake shot is basically where they take somebody else's face. They're able to basically place it over somebody else's fake, or take somebody else's face and put it on the stunt double's face to make it look like the actor was doing it. But that looks real, so I don't know.
His motorcycle and smashed into the window of a 330-year-old shop in the city's 15th century Grand Bazaar. The stuntman swerved to avoid hitting extras while weaving through the Grand Bazaar at high speed, eventually crashing into the jewelry shop and smashed its crystal glass window. Number 3.
Nice. Oh, number three.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt in Premium Rush. Bicycling may not seem like a dangerous activity, but try doing it at top speed in the middle of busy Manhattan traffic. This is the life of a New York City bike courier as portrayed by Joseph Gordon-Levitt in Premium Rush. For much of the movie, streets were closed to all motor vehicle traffic except stunt drivers to ensure no errant wheelman could mess up a take, or worse, a stunt performer. However, during one scene, it was reported that a diplomat decided to drive through the coned-off set, cutting off Gordon-Levitt's pathway. The actor veered left to avoid the diplomat, crashed into a taxi, and went through the cab's back window. He wound up with 31 stitches for...
Dang, 31 stitches. Holy smokes, that's dedication right there. God bless him.
...for his trouble, but not before he had the director catch some footage of his profuse bleeding.
Yes.
Number 2, Raiders of the...
They should have done Indiana Jones. I knew they were going to do it. Let's go.
Lost Ark, Boulder. Indiana Jones' reputation on the silver screen as a cunning, daring, and seemingly unkillable explorer started
Indiana Jones is so good. If you haven't seen it, you haven't lived.
with Raiders of the Lost Ark, where Jones gets the treasure he came for, but in taking it from its mantelpiece, lets loose a huge boulder set to smush him, unless he gets a move on, and fast. In reality, the stunt crew built a giant boulder out of plaster, wood, and fiberglass, but it still reportedly weighed 500 pounds. It could have seriously injured anyone in its path.
Plaster, wood, and fiberglass. And it weighed 500 pounds. Okay, I thought that was like just a giant beach ball that they spray painted gray. Oh my word. Yeah, he better run.
Spielberg agreed to let Ford film the stunt himself from 5 different angles, each shot twice. In 10 total takes, Ford...
Twice? He had to film 5 shots with like... Okay, so it was like a bunch of 5 different angles, but he had to film each angle twice. Oh wow.
Didn't trip or stumble once, further proving that Indiana Jones has 9 lives.
Number 1.
Number 1. Bullitt's famous car chase. With its innovative use of small remote cameras mounted inside the cars during the chase, Bullitt was the forerunner of the concept of virtual reality. The audience was seated behind Frank Bullitt as his Mustang pursued the bad guys down the hills of San Francisco's North Beach. For the final crash and explosion, a dummy gas station was constructed. Stunt coordinators set up a tow and release stunt in which the Dodge Charger was hitched to the Ford Mustang. When the time was right, the crew pulled a cable release and the Charger was sent into the station while explosives were set off. The Charger went behind the gas pumps, but the special effects team ignited the charges anyway, further selling the effect. Despite the odd mistake, Steve McQueen insisted on doing as much driving as possible, but some parts proved too technically challenging. Still, pulling the lead inside the hot seat was controversial at the time and added to McQueen's mystique as a wheelman and auto enthusiast.
I hope you enjoyed the top 10 movie stunts. Oh boy. But ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed the top 10 most dangerous movie stunts episode. And if you did, please make sure to give it a like. And if you did not know the people that I was trying to mimic, it's actually a channel called Corridor Crew. They have two different channels. They have Corridor Crew and Corridor Digital. They're a channel that does a lot of cool short films and visual effects stuff. They do a lot of VFX artist reacts, similar to what I just did today. So please make sure to go check them out. And if you have no idea who the heck Corridor Crew is, they are right here on the screen. Really cool group of dudes, so make sure to go check them out and subscribe to them as well. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and please stay tuned for more videos on the channel. As always, Corridor Crew, let's please collaborate, and it would be awesome to make a video together. And as always, God is good, and as always, God, fish, and family, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace!